How's it going?
You got me every episode on the chop saw. I like it.
Oh yeah?
Like every episode. I'm going like this.
Energy!
What are the lines? What the copper lines are insulated with black insulation, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, for all the electrical.
But maybe we can make it look like a fake big cover wrap it.
It can't go through the walls inside?
Started on the inside.
Let's go look.
We'll look.
Yeah, it's my dad's first day back after being gone for a couple weeks, really. We're walking around, checking out the office and all the work, making sure everything's still going to plan the way we were originally thinking.
That blocking there, I don't. He might be able to clip all three lines right to the bottom of that.
We just had to go inside the office with him there and talk about how we're going to run the electrical.
I wonder if we came over with the metal flashing down just a touch further.
Yeah. Okay. I'll give him a call today.
But then here he will still have to run one.
The flashing could come out, down, and straight back to the wall.
Then he will still have to go up, right, to the unit?
Wherever they are here, yeah. He's gonna have
So
to.
like, how is he gonna come up to seal?
I just don't know how he's gonna get in there and do anything.
You don't think you could just screw it right to the side of the beach?
What are we doing with this concrete? Maybe you could just come straight in through here against that right now. Clip to that, and we cover that with some kind of board and batten to make it look like a beam in there.
That'd be easier. I think that's a better idea. If they just mount it to that, and then
We can do like a 2x2
Just
on the
build a
top,
box.
2x2 on the bottom, and
just put a box in.
yeah.
I would do that.
And that way he's just barely coming out of that and into the units.
Yeah, I think that'll look a
Well,
lot
then
better.
each one has a drain as well, so he's gonna have to pop out through there with a little pipe.
That's fine.
It's
Yeah,
just gonna be a
pipes.
condensation, little drip, nothing.
Yeah. Just tell them we want those to be copper
Yeah.
and just cut them on a 45. It'll be fine.
Right? This concrete pad here for the heat pump. I'm gonna get Bruceland to form it up today. Build a little wall right on top of this. Plywood it, and then we'll return here. And we'll try to go in about 5 feet. There's 5 feet there. And I'll bring Minnie and see if we can get rid of these couple of rocks. So that the floor is like that high. And the unit can sit here. And in the winter time, you got to have a little hood over it, like Dad does. So you make a little pitch roof. It's not going to be seen from over there. Cedar shingle it or something.
Even the steel, just a little.
Yeah, if there's left over that steel or something.
Yeah. We'll put some planting in there in front. You'll never know that's there.
Yeah, we got all the lines right there to come across too. So.
Sounds good. Yeah, what a difference without that.
We got lucky there was no roots going in underneath at all.
Yeah. I saw the picture.
stone wall.
Yeah. That's quite a stump.
Turn the bucket around and undermine it a bit.
Yeah.
It wasn't moving at all until I did that.
Yeah.
I didn't do too much.
Got right under it.
Got under it a bit and then broke up some roots.
Yeah, this one will be smaller. This one I was picturing more like this width, this wide here, kind of dropping into some rocks. So different design than that side. So we're probably only 6 feet here.
Base ready on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, today we have our masons and carpenters working in the office again. We have the hardscape crew finishing up our material bins, our big block material bins. That should be finished by today, and then there's some more grading work and reorganization over in that area. And then right now I've just been grading out some of our fill pile down below the office to start bringing our grade up, because our fill pile is starting to get in the way of everything, and then also this whole grade needs to come up anyways. So good use of my time today to get rid of this whole hill.
Just getting our last course in, well, our first course in for our base on our retaining wall. Basically, once we get these next 6 stone in, we're all set. Nothing's gonna move, and then we can just keep running.
Yeah, we should get the electrical completely dialed in so that we can get the electrician in next week. And I think we should add a couple of extra outlets. I see we got a few in here for the desks. I think we should probably add one on these 3 columns here for sure, just for extras. I don't think we're gonna necessarily need them regularly, but it's good to have them. Yeah. Definitely think we'll move the wood stove over to the center here. I think it'll be nice when we kind of come through the door as well. And then overhead lighting, I know Raylene, you came up with some ideas on the fixtures. I was just thinking.
Chandelier over top of.
Yeah, it'll be more like hanging lights. So just the fixtures look something like this that we had looked at. And so I think if we drop like 4 of those in the central area where we walk in, and then I think if we were to put 4 here just over the round table area seating, that could be for eating or extra workspace. And then I think just 1 over each of the working desks should be good. And then I was thinking just 1 in the bathroom, 1 in the little storage area. And we should be pretty good with all the lighting from the doors, because these are all wide open. I think we're gonna have plenty of light, and then of course we've got the lighting all the way up top from the upper windows. So I think we're gonna be pretty good there. So yeah, I think that's good for this. And then was just thinking about the sheds. Oh, the drawing's over here. We can move over here. These are for the Port Hope job, so the 3 bunkies. I was just taking a look at these, and I think everything's looking really good with these drawings. I don't think there's much to change. Probably the carpenters are gonna move on to this soon though.
Yeah, I was going over some blueprints for our little bunkie cabins that are going out to Port Hope, where my grandparents live. There's a little over 40 acres, so we want to go put some bunkies out there so we can stay there. And at the same time, when we're out there, we're going to make some changes to the existing pond that's there. But over time, the pond's kind of degraded, so we got a bit of work there, some trees to cut down, a big waterfall, and then probably some armor stone around the edges.
I think the carpenters can build the floor and all 4 walls, and then prefab all the beams, cut them all to length, put all the birds' mouths in. That way when we get out, we can just stand up, get the floor installed on the foundation, stand up the 4 walls really quick. We can crane in these beams quickly with the crane truck, and then we'll just put the roofing and the final corner trims on out there. But it'd be good to get these built entirely.
What about the plumbing? Are we doing that here or out there?
Again, because we're going to finish the walls out there, it's probably going to be easier just to do the plumbing and electrical at the same time. I think if what we're going to build here, we're going to do this bathroom a little different than normal. We're actually going to build it enclosed, kind of almost like an RV bathroom, if you picture, where we're going to put a full tiled floor as like the shower pan.
Oh yeah.
And we're going to cover the walls in tile as well, but we're also going to put the toilet in that room. They do this a lot in RVs, you remember, like, yeah. So I think we'll put the shower and toilet inside and just tile the whole room, and then this will just be all wood frame. I think it's going to be easier just to do all the plumbing out there, though.
So does the outside deck go on after, or is it built in with the floor?
No, I think we'll put it together on site after they're all set up.
Yeah, I think it'll be easier if we get them just to build the floor of the actual building. When we get there, we're gonna have a concrete pad, so we'll set the floor on the concrete pad and insulate it all, and then we're gonna put hardwood flooring in here.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be it. I think we're ready to go out in Port Hope. There's gonna be a little clearing and grubbing and get those concrete pads in, so we should get the hardscape crew out there first to do that work, and while the carpenters are putting together the walls and the buildings, but yeah, I think we're in good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, today was really good. We have the hardscape crew finishing up our bins. They should be done this week. We had the carpenter still going strong on the office back there. And then the masons today were fixing some issues with the barn foundation, the wall where it used to be. They were just fixing some fallen down stones. And then Dave and Peter were working on the pool. They're prepping it to face the whole pool walls with some full brick, which will be cool to see that all on the pool. I think it'll match really well with the office. So I'm definitely interested to see how they go along with that. But yeah, I'm excited to see the rest of the week.
Rocks, Jay?
Holy that place is amazing.
Oh, really?
It's insane. It was massive. It was like we had to drive for 10 minutes like on their property to get to where they blast the rock. And back there's sizes of rock there bigger than the whole shop.
Wow.
And they have all the CNC cutting machines and everything there. It was like we were there for maybe 10 minutes. We could have found the rock in 10 minutes and left, but we took our time. But that place is just insane. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, we're at a yard right now and we found really nice natural stone everywhere here. We're gonna use all this for our pond on the edges and right in the pond and for the waterfalls. So this is gonna be really nice stone to work with.
The owner and then our friend Kevin Scott from Muskoka Landscapers, he walked around the property with us and with the owner and kind of showed us around and where everything sort of was, and then we chose a massive variety of stone for the gardens around here, the pond, and then just future projects also. So we got a bunch of stone. We got like 2 tractor trailer full coming.
Just painting it so their operators know what stones we want. We've gone through and chose quite a few. We haven't had to been too picky because most of the stone's really nice. So it's been a pretty easy choice.
like it's crazy.
You want a nice rock cut and a hole drilled in it, not a bubbling rock or something.
Well, that's one of the ones we bought for the top of the waterfall. It's flat and sloped, and then there's a hole in it from where they blew it. So it's like perfectly.
Shoot water up the rock.
Exactly, that's what you were thinking, is put that one on the top and then put the pipe through it and then it'll come right out. Because there's a couple ones like that where we can kind of make that work.
Plumbers coming
Deadline.
today?
When's the deadline here?
Oh, October 17th.
What? October? thought it was August.
Plumber is coming today.
Is it?
Yeah.
No exciting wins for anybody lately? I haven't had any wins.
Oh man, the sun's been beating up all the wins out of it.
That's a real loser, that sun.
Yeah. No, it's been winning. The sun's been winning.
Yeah,
Definitely winning.
All right.
The winds are coming, you know? There's one right around the corner.
Morning.
Good morning.
Waiting on a concrete truck. I got our concrete bucket hooked up to the skid steer here, so we're gonna fill it on up with concrete, and then I'm gonna dump it into the holes where our helical piles are going for our deck going around the pool. So we have the guys here digging the helical piles. We have a subcontractor company for that. They've done a couple other helical piles around the property for us, so we're just waiting for our concrete truck, and then we can start putting our piles on the ground.
So the plan is to cover this side of the pool. We're just cladding it. We've mounted some support underneath so we can lay the brick over top. So the pool coping has some structural integrity to hold onto this side of the pool. It's about 14 inches wide, so we need to have about 10 or so inches just to be able to support the weight of it, of the pool coping, which is a big stone that caps the top of the pool. So we're just running the lines. I've got the bonding all figured out, just building leads, and we're just waiting on some mortar.
So over here we're working on rebuilding this natural stone wall, and because after moving a couple of the stones we realized that most of them were pretty loose from the old mortar that was still in there. Yeah, now we're just building it up, but we're not redoing the whole wall. It's just mainly the top ones that were loose that had to come out. So we're just getting those relayed, and then we'll repoint them soon enough with the mortar. Relaying a couple of these natural stones for this stone wall. For over there, it was for the most part just the top layer that had to be relayed, but over on the corner here, there were a couple loose stones that just started to fall out after we started to move them around a bit. So got to get this relayed. I feel like working with natural stone like this gave me a newfound appreciation for the job, because it's very much, it's art. It gives you a lot more creative freedom to put the stones exactly where you want to make it look right.
What am I working on? We're putting in the board and battering on the inside. Just filling in all the gaps. And that's about it.
Yeah, today was really good. The rest of the week, me and Jim are leaving, so it's the first time both of us are gone. So the reins are to all the crew leads and Tamara and Raylene and Simon to keep everything organized. So that'll be interesting to see how the rest of their week goes. But we have a solid plan set, so they'll be more than good for the rest of the week. But me and Jim are going down to PEI to visit some family, so it'll be nice to have a couple days off and hang out together.
Right? Because anything can happen and you can be just stuck and like if you can. And then if we're gonna go somewhere, right? It's not gonna always be longest per your side. I was just trying to tell guys that we should start bringing our lunches with us because soon we will be going to other projects and it's not always that you can just run to the store 5 minutes from here and grab yourself lunch. Yesterday guys got in an accident on the way to the store. Nothing serious, but at the same time nervous and everything, and just like spending more time on just not what they want to spend it on rest. They had to spend on figuring out the accident stuff. Okay. All right. See you at 10.
Nope.
All right.
No.
Ah!
Good test. I'm like, sure, yeah, okay.
We're planning to build in a beautiful patio with the square cut flagstone, which is gonna be with the sitting retaining wall around it and some more beautiful gardens around it. So just probably mostly for the internal use, for some events with the team, some outdoor time we can spend together for our meetings, just so we're not always inside. We're doing the layout of the existing trees here, so we can do the proper layout on the paper first, and then we can go in the field and spray it all out and see how it looks here.
Yeah.
So kind of do all this first?
Yes, take out the star.
And then this.
Yes. Break it up into two. Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Okay, good.
It's just gonna be some cleanup.
If we were doing 2 inches, I would say let's use the mechanized wheelbarrow.
Yeah.
For the HPB, but
Yeah.
5 inches.
5 inches, I know.
This week was actually great. It was hot for most of the week, but we survived the heat, no problem. Kyle and his team actually killed building this huge storage aggregates bin for our shop, so it looks nice and clean, and even if customers come, it doesn't look like it's just a messy shop with all the stuff laying around. Dave and his team works great on some interior and exterior brick, and he's laying some stuff on the pool right now. He put some of his guys, just younger apprentices, to work by themselves, and they were so proud today of what they did by themselves. They were properly teached by Dave, and they were super happy with everything they're doing, and proud of their work as well, which is amazing. Ruslan and his team working on board and batten and a lot of interior and exterior, like finishing stuff for the office and building storage and pool equipment shed. And yeah, we wrap up with some cleaning this week and just organizing everything and getting ready to rock and roll next week.
Paparazzi.